Two-time champ coming through.
But I'd love for you to be in on it.
And P wearing Jordans makes a lot of sense.
That's exactly what I want you to do. I don't want you to stand up I hear you, but if anyone mentions the guy, fair enough. I'll have over the weekend, so I pass all my documents.
This weekend, we're taking our dog to Market City. My cousin says that's a mistake.
I've never been.
Really?
Can you believe it? I know.
Whoa, no way. This can't be real. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so
be in the house.
And I think you can be a real
I'm feeling a big game tonight, kid.
But I'd love for you to be in on those meetings. I guess I can move stuff around, but I'm not exactly sure about that. That's exactly what you should do. I don't want you to spend on the meetings unless I'm sure those guys are touching their heads. I hear you. If anyone mentions it back. Fair enough. I'll connect with you tomorrow. So, you get your ingredients.
Make way for the champ! Coming through!
There he is, Mr. Player of the Month.
going down the tunnel. An opportunity here at the home for the Atlanta. Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've made it through group play here in the in-season tournament. Now it's time to ramp things up for the knockout stage. My favorite. This is the Eastern Conference quarterfinal. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Greg, what an interesting Cup quarterfinal we have. A group winner against the East wild card.
And they both performed well during the group stage. Of course, the group winner getting home court in this one, that could be the difference.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Sliding in at the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. Walker Kessler is out there with Sharge. And it's Daniels in at the point. Wide open look here for Murray. Goes back up. Young up top. Three-pointer. Kessler with the rebound. Daniels with it. Young's there from the high post. And that one's good. Daniels. What a season it was for MP. Greg, a great playoff run, and now he'll forever be a two-time NBA champion.
And every title run is different. MP knows that now, but the way his team came together in the postseason was fantastic. A great season capped off with another ring for MP.
Now, here's Ivy. Coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Feeds it to Daniels. Over Young. Daniels, no good.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
For three, Murray. Kessler with the rebound. Pistons have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Here's Daniels. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Nice feed from Jaden. You can see him making strides as a playmaker.
Murray, the pass to Harris. Johnson outside. Young with the ball. A 3 ball. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feed. Young's got 5.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Nice shot from 10 feet out. He's got 7. Pistons trailed by 3.
And Steve, one thing you love about Murray, that ability to change a game with just his defense.
Greg, between his awareness and his quickness, he's an impact defender. He's active. He's got great anticipation. Just what you want in a perimeter defender.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And taking a look at some stats here for Daniels. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. Tops in scoring. And he's also ranked 2nd in assists. Needless to say, an elite playmaker.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And I'm sure last season is still fresh in MP's mind, Greg. He accomplished what very few players before him have done. Winning the MVP in the finals for a 2nd time. Wow.
And there's something about the biggest stage in the sport that brings out the best in it. It says something about his mental toughness as well. Not everybody thrives under pressure like he does.
Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. And the Pistons have been great. They've had that defense-first mentality.
It's good. Young's got 9.
Despite his size, Young's unafraid to attack in the lane.
Daniels with it. He's against Young. Daniels, no good. And Murray's got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 1. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Ivy against Murray. Ivy gets a screen from Daniels. The 11-footer connects. The jumper drops.
Gotta D up Jaden from the mid-range. He doesn't lack confidence pulling up from there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the shot goes in. He's got 11.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
16 feet away, and it goes down 2 points.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
It's Young on the wing. Okongwu with the screen for Young. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
When you have a slick ball handler like Trae Young, you can run pick and roll as much as you like.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. A quick look now at some big men that have been rock solid over the past 10 games. The top shooting centers and power forwards in the NBA. You look at Kessler, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Onyeka Okongwu, doing just as much. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Every one of them possesses a great touch around the basket. When they receive the ball in good position in the paint, it is just about automatic.
Now Saric after the missed 3 from Trae Young. And he makes that one. 14 points for baddest one. Well, last year, Greg MP continuing to cement himself as an elite player in this NBA.
First team All-NBA for a second time. MP has become a franchise player, someone you build your team around.
Leave it to Young to run up the scoreboard. He loves attacking the defense.
Daniels passes to Kessler. And Thompson kicks to Ivy. Floats one, and the layup is up and in. Daniels has got 16 points.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Harris with it. Picked up by Thompson. Young outside. Young is double. Johnson, the pass to Young. Johnson sets the screen for Young. 5 on the clock. From the wing. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Johnson.
With the lift Murray gets on his jumper, he can get a clean look from mid-range at any time.
Here's Daniels. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
From about 19 feet, Young, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Daniels with it. He's against Young. Daniels, no good. The Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Young from outside the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. He's got 18.
This is how fast Trae Young gets his shot off, which is why he's so tough to guard.
Here's Daniels. Rebound by the Hawks. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we overanalyze things. Can be better to just let it go.
Here is Daniels. Jalen Johnson picking up that last basket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Young way outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
His shot making has been superb this quarter. He's taken over this game.
Daniels with it. Young's there. Count it. Daniels has got 22. And coming off his 2nd league MVP award, Greg MP is certainly cementing his place as one of the best to ever do it.
Well, Kevin, you look at the players to win multiple MVPs. Every single one in the hall or headed there, and he'll be no exception.
Murray, the pass to Okongwu. Young with no one around. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Daniels with it. Young's there. And again, another shot trained there from Daniels.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Okongwu. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Johnson. Williams is checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Bogdanovic in for Young. He's checked in for Murray. And a different look here for the Pistons. And it's never too early to start looking at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. There's no doubt it'll be a terrific showdown of some of the game's best athletes.
And it seems like each year the bar keeps getting set higher. I mean, more props, crazier concepts to the competition, the level of dunks. I think this is going to be a good one.
You take a look at Thompson. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang on to the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into it.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
The guard set is Young and Bogdanovic. Hunter is out there with Williams, and it's Olynyk in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And it's Daniels with the rebound. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Now, here is Young, following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Hunter, no good.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Cunningham dishes it to Daniels. He slams it one-handed.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Bogdanovic finds Williams. Now Hunter. It's Young on the wing. Wide open look. Here's Olynyk. Gets in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Even though he lacks length, Olynyk's hustle makes him a threat on second chance opportunities.
Here's Daniels. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Daniels has got 6 points in the quarter. And so Young will bring it up for the Hawks. You know, Greg, for the Olynyks, basketball is a shared family passion.
Yeah, I mean, Kelly's father was a coach, but his mom was actually the first woman to be an NBA scorekeeper. So he was raised around the game.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Bogdanovic passes to Young. Bogdanovic with it. Scoreless thus far. Williams for 3. That shot no good. The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Driving inside. Yep, it counts. 32 points for baddest one.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Young for 3. Rebound by the Pistons.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Daniels passes to Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Powerful jam by Cunningham, letting everyone know he can get physical.
The Hawks trail by 6. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Off target with his 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Daniels passes to Duran. Back to Daniels. Again, the Pistons score.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Bogdanovich. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Ivy kicks to Daniels. Back to Ivy. Takes a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Timeout, timeout.
Ivy's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pistons.
You have to like Jaden's shot mechanics. Smooth, repeatable motion, and a quick release.
Atlanta calls timeout. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Olynyk. Johnson comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Tobias Harris is checked in for Williams. And Murray's subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. And then for Detroit, Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Jalen Duran. It's Thompson in for Ivy. Count it, good. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Here's Daniels. Atlanta with the rebound. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That is his first foul of the game. The Hawks trail by 9. Now, here is Young. 30 points in the game. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Wide open shot is on the money. Okongwu's now got his first bucket in this one. Here's Daniels. Okongwu grabs the board. Hawks shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Back to Young. Puts up a 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
On the wing, Daniels. He's guarded by Johnson. Daniels, no good.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Great open look there. And it's now only a 1-point Detroit lead.
He's a fluid athlete who knows what he's doing. Nice finish by Tobias Harris in transition.
Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Does it matter where you're from, Greg, your background? You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, baddest one in the last outing against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He had 44 points and made everyone around him better with his passing, with a whole lot of assists. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league, and everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Now here's Murray. Following the missed shot by Dario Saric. And Bogdanovich kicks to Okongwu. Clock at 6. Stolen by Kessler. Here is Daniels. He's covered by Murray. Now Daniels misses in close. And here is Murray. Last game he had 10 points. On the wing, Harris. one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Just a solid all-around jump shooter. Tobias is working over that mid-range area.
On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Johnson. Daniels with it. Murray on him. And he banks in the layup. And that's now 37 points for baddest one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Murray. Drives to the hoop. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him. Draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
And that one's good. Daniels. Daniels has got 39.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
A minute 42 left in the first half. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Pistons leading by 4. Daniels passes to Šarić. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Murray dishes to Harris. Over Šarić. And it comes off the front of the rim. Detroit's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The kick out to Cunningham. Back to Daniels. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Daniels has got 41.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Bogdanovich finds Murray. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Here's Daniels. The kick out to Cunningham. Thompson passes to Daniels. Back to Thompson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Daniels with it. Johnson on him. Great tee that time from Johnson. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference.
Hunter's checked in for Atlanta. And Detroit with a change here, too. Ivy's checked in. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. The Hawks have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And the first one at the line is good.
I love how DeJounte Murray plays with reckless abandon. He is fearless with his body, and that can often give him an edge against the D. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Ivy kicks to Daniels. Šarić in the corner. And there's Daniels. That's good on the assist by Šarić. Daniels has got 43 points. Here's Murray. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Detroit Pistons.
That's how it's
the
done,
quarter
baby.
to close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Atlanta Hawks.
What I'm really wondering is their communication defensively. They've allowed too many good looks, and that's something that can be hard.
And now it's time to bring up the Players of the Month in the... And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You know, baddest one has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And Detroit looking at who they've got. Sliding in at the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. Dario Saric is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Daniels in at the 1 spot.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Daniels with it, guarded by Murray. And that one's good. Daniels. Daniels has got 45 points.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Young with the ball. He takes it in. That shot missing. Great D that time from Daniels.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Ivy with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Young. No good off the back of the rim.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Ivy against Harris. Johnson, the pass to Harris. Young is double. Murray looking around. It's on target from the high post. Murray's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Clever play by DeJounte, carving out some space for himself.
And a guy who fills up the stat sheet across the board, Steve. DeJounte Murray.
His length and athleticism shows up at both ends, Kevin. A good rebounder for a guard. And beyond the numbers, he comes up with some clutch plays.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Young's shot is off.
Phenomenal how many threes he drained in the first half, especially considering he's hit none since.
Here's Daniels. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. A 12-point game. Young for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half. Now nails this one.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Murray kicks to Okongwu. Here's Young. And again, it's Atlanta.
So smooth with it from the mid-range. Trae Young, just a fantastic scorer.
Daniels with it. He's against Young. And another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Hawks trail by 11. Launches it. Rebound by the Pistons. Kessler's got rebound number 9 now. Good, that's another bucket.
And this is the soonest a player has ever reached 10,000 points in their career.
Relly puts pressure on every defense he sees. It's been like that since day 1, too, so who knows where he's going to end up.
And coaches have been trying to solve him for a while now. Nothing's worked. His career trajectory is off the charts.
Okongwu finds Johnson. Young is double. For 3, Murray.
He has all the tools to be a good defender. Jaden Ivey affecting that shot.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Daniels with it, outguarded by Murray. Ivy passes to Daniels. 6 to shoot. Out left to the wing. Charge has the open look. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
The Hawks trail by 16. Can they get it? Here's Murray. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jaden Ivey.
Good example of the new breed of point guards. Murray creates for himself as well as he creates for others.
And Smitty, here we have Atlanta consistently knocking on the door in a crowded Eastern Conference.
You know, Kevin, they have added talent. Unfortunately, so has the rest of the conference. But Atlanta's still young, and they have room to grow.
Thompson outside. In the corner, it's Kessler. Saric, and another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Harris outside. Johnson outside. Pass to Young. Young is double. The Hawks working the ball around, and Harris wide open. He shoots. The basket good off the assist from Young.
Well-conceived play. The pass is right on time. Tobias catches in rhythm. Difficult set to defend.
Atlanta making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Detroit leading by 14. Here's Daniels. Makes it off the glass. Daniels has got 55.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
For Atlanta, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Young driving the lane. That one drops for him. Young's got 9 points now in just the second half. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, there was quite a bit of shakeup in the Hawks front office last season amid rumors of discord. DeJounte Murray said, there's a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, winning takes care of it all. So we need to control what we can control, continue to come together as brothers, and try to go out and win basketball games. Kevin, back to you.
All right, that's all they can do. David, thanks. Murray against Ivey. Murray, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Daniels dishes to Ivey. Bounce pass Kessler. Daniels passes to Thompson. Here's Saric. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Hawks trail by 12. Always going up for the alley-oop here. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Takes it inside. Here's Daniels. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Murray. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got 6 assists in the game.
Leave a gap that size and Trae Young will spot it, and then he'll exploit it.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside.
Cunningham, he's checked in for Jaden Ivey. Young passes to Harris. Back to Young. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Atlanta.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Detroit leading by 8. Daniels dishes to Cunningham. And Young comes over to help. Tries to keep it alive. And stolen by Harris. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
You see it right there. One of Murray's biggest advantage is his lift off the floor.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Pistons, number 1.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Here's Daniels. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Murray outside. Here's Hunter. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Sharge passes to Thompson. And Young comes over to help. Sharge off target from outside. The Hawks trail by 6. And a foul called on Cade Cunningham. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Kelly Olynyk's checked in for the Hawks. Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. And the Hawks with possession here. Murray outside. Young for 3. Detroit with the rebound.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
And a wide open look for Cunningham. Offline with his 3. Back to Daniels. A second chance effort. And yet another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Murray against Cunningham. Now here's Murray. He's got 14. Hunter, no good. Out to Thompson. The 3. It's hauled in by Harris. The Hawks trail by 8. To the inside. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Hunter. Young's got 49 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Daniels passes to Cunningham. Good, nice job down low.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Atlanta. They're on a 16-7 run. Olynyk finds Murray. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Duren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
It's stolen by Sharks. Here's Daniels. Connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Down by 12. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Hunter, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Cunningham for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Hunter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
There's the dish to Harris. The Hawks again can't hit. Pistons leading by 12. Over in the corner, Cunningham. And Duren slams it in.
The skill guard Cunningham has a fantastic feel for when his teammates are uncovered.
There's 25 seconds left in the 3rd. Harris outside. We've got 13 seconds left in the 3rd. And Young kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 5. To end the run. Good, he hits again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Great vision. Murray's such a complete player.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll return shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you...
In for a limit. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Jalen Duren. Sharich comes in for Isaiah Stewart. Thompson, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And Daniels subbed in for Cade Cunningham. The guard set is Young and Bogdanovich. Williams is out there with Hunter. And it's Harris in at center. So that's the Hawks 5.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And it's DeAndre Hunter with the foul. That's his first foul. On the wing, Daniels, defended by Young. Daniels passes to Kessler. Fires for three. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got 7 points here in this quarter.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second three of this half, third of the night.
Young for three. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Sharich right side. Back to Daniels. Ivy on the wing. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Tries the spin move. Pass to Hunter. To end the drought. The rebound by Ivy. Ivy's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Daniels passes to Kessler. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here is Daniels, defended by Young. Another one goes. Incredible. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
It's Young on the wing. And it's blocked.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
And Thompson throws it down.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Bogdanovich dishes to Hunter. Here's Young. The Hawks again can't hit.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Kessler passes to Thompson. Another three for Detroit.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu's checked in for Williams. And Murray subbed in for Bogdanovich.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by Detroit.
Hey, yo, right here.
On the wing, Daniels, defended by Young. Daniels kicks to Cunningham. Here is Daniels. He's covered by Murray. Just 5 to shoot. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Atlanta shooting 41% for the game. And there's the pass to Young. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Unlimited range and unlimited confidence. Trae Young has no conscience.
Cunningham off the pick from Daniels. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Young outside from past the arc. And good, he hits it again.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Here's Anunoby. And again, it's the Pistons from deep.
OG Anunoby matching threes. Just a solid, steady player who continues to improve.
Young from outside. That shot misses. Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. What do you think of the league's most recent CBA, Greg, that 7-year deal just signed?
Oh, Kevin, the NBA and Players Association both need to be commended. Labor peace through the rest of the decade. Most pro sports don't have this kind of stability.
Stewart's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Inside, here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Pass to Anunoby. Stewart with it. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Murray. Kessler passes to Daniels. Just 3 to shoot. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Hunter finds Young. Pass to Okongwu. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Using his excellent vision, Young finds the open man.
Daniels with it, picked up by Harris. Passes it to Daniels. Yet another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pistons.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Baddest One.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. Inspired tonight, they fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
It's incredible, and I'll tell you what.
And what a moment it is for him and for this fan base, setting the scoring record for a game. He deserves to soak it all in.
So many great players have donned this jersey, but he's on top of them all. And he knocks down the first one. Good on both. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Young looking around. No good on the triple. Here is Daniels, defended by Young. Anunoby passes to Daniels. That shot is off. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. And they advance to the semifinals, Greg, of the NBA Cup. What a nice run they're on right now.
And getting to that last four is a huge accomplishment.
That's how you leave it all out on the floor. Nice job. These guys are on fire. Time to cool them off, kid.
Have a good game, man.
A beautiful afternoon it has been in Las Vegas, where there is always anticipation in the air. Welcome inside, everybody, as we get set for semifinal action in the eastern section of the bracket for this year's in-season tournament. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Detroit Pistons. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And Grant, this is the Eastern semifinals of the in-season tournament. Whoever wins tonight will have a chance to compete for the NBA Cup.
And the excitement in this building is palpable. Fans coming from far and wide to be in attendance and watch this single elimination format in the NBA.
Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Ivy at the 2 with Thompson at the 3. Walker Kessler out there with Dario Saric. And it's Daniels in at the 1. Grant, how about the meteoric rise of MP? He's reached 10,000 points.
Yeah, I mean, getting there faster than none other than LeBron James. I mean, remember LeBron broke Kareem's career points record. So I'd say MP is on a great pace.
You know, there's really nothing you can do defensively. Giannis Antetokounmpo is just a long, wily, strong, attacking, skilled player.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Lillard. Fires the 3. Kessler with a rebound. Here's Daniels. Pass to Ivy. Back to Daniels.
And you hope this early foul doesn't dissuade his aggressiveness.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And there it is for him.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
Lillard outside. And the call will be against Dario Saric. That's his first foul. So it's Milwaukee now. Now Jackson. 9 points for him in his last game. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. Sinks it from distance.
It's not all about him out there. Giannis, a real example of a team-first guy.
The Pistons have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Daniels. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in.
And you can just see and feel Antetokounmpo elevating his playmaking skills, really looking to get his teammates involved.
Here's Daniels. No good there. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Here's Kispert. Ivy defends. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert. The Pistons trailing. Well, Clark, with his mix of power and length, at times Giannis can seem unstoppable.
You know what? Not often is it that one guy forces teams to reconsider their whole defensive game plan, but Giannis forces you to build the wall because you don't want him getting downhill, or he'll make you suffer the consequences.
And Lillard gets it to go.
I just love the ball movement.
Timeout called, the Pistons. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You take a look at the Bucks. They've still got a solid hold on that 3rd spot.
I think for the Pistons, they're one of the top teams because they just play the game the right way. That's what's been clear early on.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Thompson against Jackson. Out to the wing. Antetokounmpo, left side. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. All right, guys. stats here, the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kispert. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the middle. Here's Šarić. Uses the glass on the layup.
Šarić plays with such intensity and focus. I mean, even with the defense right there, he stays locked in on the hoop.
Antetokounmpo finds Jackson. The 17-footer. And the Bucks miss again.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Daniels. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And Hamilton pulls it down.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Jackson outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Over Šarić. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones. No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Leading by 5. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And last time against this squad, they struggled to make free throws.
Yeah, and that was the difference, really. I mean, you think about it, they didn't knock them down at the same rate, and that hurt them.
For Detroit, they've gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Back to Daniels. Pass to Šarić. Shot clock at 6. Thompson, a screen on Jackson. Daniels misses.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Lillard outside. Let's go with a 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists in the game. The Pistons shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. With the crossover. And the layup is up and in. Daniels has got 7 points in the game.
Guys, MP and his team have their hands full with this matchup. They're facing a team that's coming off a massive win. Their offense looked unstoppable on their way to a blowout.
They'll be looking to carry over that momentum into this game. But MP and his squad have other ideas. It should be an entertaining clash.
And look at Ivy rising above, giving it his all on that slam.
Antetokounmpo for 3. Kessler with a rebound. The Pistons have gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Daniels.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
The shot by Lillard, no good. So it's Detroit now, trailing by 4. Count that one. He's got 9.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Šarić against Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Kessler passes to Daniels. Over Lillard. Daniels misses. The Bucks shooting around 40% early on here. Pass to Lillard. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 11 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Daniels. They trail by 6, and he gets it to go. Daniels has got 11 points. And Grant, already it's easy to view MP as one of the best to ever play. A generational player for sure.
Didn't take long for him to show that he's a one-of-a-kind player. Certainly on the short list of top 20 to ever play the game. And who knows where he'll be when it's all said and done.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
The defensive breakdown gives him a wide-open look, but he can't take advantage.
Daniels passes to Kessler. Back to Daniels. Deflects the pass, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Kispert.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Detroit calls timeout. So both teams changing it up here. Okay, it's time for the 2K leaderboard. The top teams in blocks during the last month of play. Number 1, Detroit.
These guys have been so impressive down low on the defensive end, denying shots left and right over the past month.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. The Pistons making a switch here. Here's Daniels. 11 points in the game.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
We've got Drew Eubanks, and it's Sasser in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Here's Daniels. Pass to Ivy. And that one good. Ivy's got his second basket. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. He's watched by Cunningham. Antetokounmpo outside. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Daniels passes to Duren. Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Milwaukee in the lead. Antetokounmpo, right side. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Here's Daniels. Anunoby passes to Daniels. Tries again. And he takes it up and lays it in. Daniels has got 13 now.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Vezenkov. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by Daniels.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's a foul he wanted to avoid, and he definitely doesn't want to pick up his third before the half.
The Pistons making a switch here. Saric checked in. Now here's Cunningham. 11 points for him last game against Atlanta. Daniels passes to Saric. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor.
He's watched by Cunningham. Here's Sasser. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. Here's Daniels. He's got 15. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And when it comes to Giannis Antetokounmpo, such a lovable player on and off the floor, Clark.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's just such a carefree, gregarious, outgoing personality. Somebody that doesn't take himself too seriously, and he likes to tell his fair share of dad jokes, too, which is pretty endearing.
Pass to Ivy. Here's Daniels. And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
And you look at Ivy. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Now here's Ivy. 17 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And he was a monster on the glass. Really helped them control that part of the game. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Well, guys, baddest one in the last outing against the Hawks was simply terrific. He ended up with 70 points, and you'll love the way he passed the ball and threw his body on the glass. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Daniels, defended by Lillard. That gives him the lead. Daniels has got 8 points here in the quarter.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Kispert. No points so far. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. There's Jackson with the three. And the three-pointer goes. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Daniels passes to Saric. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Now here's Lillard. A 29-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
And piling up the points at the line. He was in attack mode all night.
The 3-ball, no problem for Cade.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
And here's Lillard. He's got 10. And here's Kispert from the arc. Rebounded by Daniels. Daniels has got 5 rebounds in the game. Down low. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Lillard. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebounded by the Pistons. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Saric against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Kispert, looking to end the run. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists in the game. Lets a floater go. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, more points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. 12 points for him. And Grant, these days, more and more teams emphasize the importance of switch defense.
It's so true in the modern NBA, BA. Every team has to be able to switch to take away a lot of the action of the offensive team. So having defenders who can guard multiple players on the court is a must.
Milwaukee with the ball. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. From downtown. Rebound Detroit. Saric has got 4 rebounds now. It's Daniels for the drive. And he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Guys showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense. They feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Here's Daniels, defended by Jackson. Daniels passes to Thompson. Here's Daniels. 6 to shoot. Out to Thompson. Pass to Kessler. Second chance effort. And again, it's Detroit.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Lillard. 13 points in the game. Jackson can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. It's a 10-point game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And the ball out of play. The Bucks will have it. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at the Pistons, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long. And, of course, Milwaukee behind 2 games.
Well, I think for the Pistons, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Daniels passes to Ivy. Back to Daniels. 24 seconds left in the first half. Antetokounmpo with the block.
What a swat by Giannis. Love the force he throws those shots away with.
Jackson can't get it to go. Here's Daniels. Comes up empty down low. And here's Kispert from the arc. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Detroit finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Thanks for joining us through the first half. There is still some work to do for the Milwaukee Bucks.
In the words of Hall of Fame coach, rebounding is your chance to compete for possessions of the basketball.
And next up, we have the award winners, our Players of the Month in the East and the West. Looking at the Eastern Conference, that's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Welcome back to the second half of coverage for this NBA in-season tournament semifinal. Here's Lillard. Kicking off the second half. Here's Monty Williams, 5. Ivy at the 2 with Thompson at the 3. Dario Saric is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Daniels in at the 1 spot.
They are just owning the boards right now.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Connects from downtown. Ivy's got 7 points in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
So it's Milwaukee now. They trail by 11. Lillard outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The 3 is up. The Pistons clear it. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Daniels. Kispert grabs a miss. Milwaukee's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Lillard looking around. To the inside. Here's Hamilton. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. He's got 5.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Here's Daniels, defended by Lillard. Floats one. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 27.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Jackson. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Ivy's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Jackson with it. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
The Pistons leading. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. Daniels, that one's true.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo says his greatest challenge lies within. He said, quote, "I don't compete with others. I just compete with myself. Every other night, it's going to be another great player, but I just try to be consistent, have fun, enjoy the game, create art, and be the best I can be."
Artistry. I like it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Daniels, defended by Lillard. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it. And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. Number 1, Detroit.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
Antetokounmpo with it. He's got 16. It's Jackson, high post. Pass to Kispert. Back to Jackson. From deep. Detroit with a rebound. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Daniels, defended by Lillard. Daniels passes to Kessler. And the shot's good. Kessler's got 6.
Against good defense, he finds just enough room to operate.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Saric with some nice D. Detroit has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. It's Daniels with a drive. Count it.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
And he's
coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 10-point lead. Daniels, that one's true.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Milwaukee has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. There's a screen for 3. And Ivy pulls it down.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Daniels. Kispert grabs a miss. Kispert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lillard outside. And he's going for the lob. It's stolen by Sharge. Pass to Daniels. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Daniels has got 11 in the second half.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Charity stripe shot. Daniels misses. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Pass to Hamilton. Rebound Detroit. Thompson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Daniels. Out to Thompson. And here's Saric for 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists now tonight. Lillard got a good look. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Lillard's got 23.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Third in opponent points per game, and they're among the top 5 teams in second chance scoring. I like the attitude of this team. They play hard, willing to do the dirty work down low.
And you brought up the defensive numbers for this team. These coaches love the focus they have on D, and they love to break down the film. Kate Cunningham's checked in for Ivy.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Kessler.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
You really have to appreciate and respect the spirit Giannis plays the game with, a beacon of energy and enthusiasm for his team. They all feed off of him with an attitude of joy and unselfishness.
First one falls for him. Scoring in the NBA is the highest it's been in over 50 years, Clark. You think it's time for some rule changes to help the defense?
You know, I'm not sure where you would go in that regard, because every rule change, for the most part, has certainly tilted towards the offense recently. And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. The NBA has made it clear that entertainment is a core pillar, and appeasing and appealing to their fans is a huge driver, and that means more offense as opposed to more defense.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Pass to Lillard. Here's Hamilton. Here's Vezinkov. Šarić covers. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Lillard comes with a double. Daniels passes to Šarić. Kessler, nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And obviously a total team player. Šarić is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Here's Sasser. He's watched by Cunningham. And here's what the Milwaukee Bucks schedule looks like. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Pacers, it's the second game of a back-to-back. So you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Second free throw, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebound effort has been sensational.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Daniels, that one's true.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Sasser. He's watched by Cunningham. It's stolen by Šarić. In transition, here they come. He launches a 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Pass to Hamilton. Here's Kispert. Here's Hamilton. He's covered by Kessler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. The shot by Lillard, no good. Detroit has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Cunningham outside. Thompson outside. Offline with a 3. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Bucks. Pass to Vezinkov. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. And now the Pistons in transition.
Yeah, what a massive showing from Cade Cunningham. It's been really a treat to watch.
Here's Lillard. 23 points in the game. To halt the run. The Pistons clear it. Kessler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Now called Milwaukee. Here's Sasser. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Drew Eubanks. Then it's Kispert, and it's Sasser in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
The Pistons have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. All right, time for an injury report.
The head athletic trainer for the Bucks provided some info for us. He told me it's a dislocated finger that's causing a good deal of pain right now. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to turn up the second half of the season. This is a story that we'll be following very closely.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Antetokounmpo, right side, beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Pistons. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Back to Daniels. Pass to Kessler. Back to Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Hits the jump hook. Daniels has got 48.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
With the floater, Sasser can't hit. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. 14 feet away. The rebound by Eubanks.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
We've had some all-time great players chosen outside the lottery, Clark. Who do you think is the biggest draft day steal?
You know, Giannis and Kawhi Leonard were each taken at 15, but man, it's hard to not put Jokic at the top of this list. He was drafted as the 41st pick in his draft year.
Here's Daniels. And good! There's another!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Sasser. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Pass to Daniels. Now here's Kessler. Back to Daniels. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Eubanks. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Oh, another one falls.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Milwaukee has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. And the Bucks call time here.
Coach really needs to get his guys fired up and attacking the glass. They're not putting up much of a fight, and it's led to way too many second-chance shots.
So for the Pistons, Saric comes in for Anunoby, and it's Thompson in for Cade Cunningham. Here's Hamilton. Pass to Jackson. Lillard outside. Oh, great work by Lillard in the paint.
It doesn't matter where he is on the floor. Lillard is a walking bucket.
Here's Daniels. Over Lillard. Daniels misses. Now Antetokounmpo. Inside. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the 3. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Daniels passes to Thompson. He makes it from the left block. And the Pistons lead by 13.
I tell you what, I can't argue with the result, but a little unnecessary to go to the off-balance shot there.
Antetokounmpo against Saric. Right at the free throw line. Again, Milwaukee!
Giannis has added the mid-range game to his arsenal, and he's very effective from there.
Here's Daniels over Lillard. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Here's Hamilton. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Daniels. Pass to Kessler. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis driving. Unstoppable, folks.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Daniels misses. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. The shot by Lillard, no good. Thompson passes to Saric. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Lillard outside. Takes a three. Here's Hamilton. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Saric against Antetokounmpo. Oh, the body control of Giannis.
No matter how aggressive the defense is, it is tough to stop the Greek Freak.
Here's Daniels, defended by Lillard. Daniels, that one's true. Daniels has got 54 points. Lillard outside. No good on the triple.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Time running out for the Bucks. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Good D by Kessler. Here's Daniels. Antetokounmpo covering. Daniels passes to Ivy. Back to Daniels. Takes it inside.
Hey, this was exactly the kind of game coach wanted to see from them. High effort, great play at both ends gets the win for the Pistons.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the baddest one.
He ran things with precision. Great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
Antetokounmpo, bam!
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Here's Daniels. Again! What an avalanche! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Lillard outside. And the three off target. Here's Daniels, defended by Jackson. Daniels misses. Now the Bucks with it. Down by 15. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard, a screen on Saric. Antetokounmpo against Saric. Clock at 6. Pass to Kispert. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. Lillard, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
5 ticks left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Daniels. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. And they punch their ticket to the tournament finals and a chance at the NBA Cup.
The extra game.
ready.
You guys don't let up, huh? Felt like you were punishing that team for something.
What message do you think this win sends to the rest of the league about your ability to compete at the highest level?
A win like this says we have what it takes to compete at the highest level. And you know what? That's exactly where we want to be. We want to be the team that everyone is gunning for, because having that target on your back makes you stronger. When you get everybody's best shot, you learn how to deal with the kind of intensity that you'll see in the playoffs. And that's what we need to do. We want to win championships. And the only way to do that is to gain as much experience as possible, so we're ready when that moment comes.
Great effort. Nicely done.
Time for a shoot around, MP. Let's go.
NBA, MP.
Make way for the player of the month. We got a...
Put me on top, city on lock, they like when he gon' drop. We ain't had enough, speaking down, but they know who coming up, and I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far from me. Never caught off, not once.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson.
Here we go.
And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Now, we know, Greg, trade talks have increased as we get closer to the deadline. So how does it affect the player when their name is mentioned in trade rumors?
Listen, it can rattle your confidence, and especially the first time it happens. But, Kevin, it's important to remember that it's all business, and guys just can't take it personally.
And we'll see MP facing off with John Morant here in this one. This is the first time these two are meeting this season.
The first word that comes to my mind with John Morant, explosive. He's quick and he's fast. And anytime John can throw down a crazy dunk and fire up the entire city of Memphis. You want to limit John's driving ability, turn him into a jump shooter. Of course, that's easier said than done.
Definitely going to be interesting to see how MP has prepared and gets established offensively and defensively early on.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies, we've got Jaren Jackson. Knox out there with John Morant. And it's Copeland in at the 3 spot. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 4-point game. Passes it to Knox. And he drives in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Here's Daniels, and there's another one for the Pistons. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Now Daniels, following the miss by John Morant from deep. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it again. Shot good from Daniels. Daniels has got 8.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Man passes to Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's man. Ivy defending. Just 4 to shoot. Knox. Duran pulls it in. Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies teams.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
And Morant gets it to go.
When Ja's knocking down that 3 consistently, it takes his game to a different level.
Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Copeland.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Misses off the right eye. Pistons leading by 3. Pass to Duran. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Ja Morant.
You can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it.
Man passes to Jackson. He kicks it to Morant. Goes up on the wing. Good on the jump shot. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
To the paint. During the pass to Daniels. The Pistons working the ball around now. And again, it's the Pistons missing. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Man can't hit. The Pistons leading. Here is Daniels. He's got 8. During the pass to Daniels. Shoots over Morant. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Down low. Shoots from 8. Jackson misses. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
These guys are looking forward to this year now, putting last season behind them.
Ivy with the bucket.
You know Ivy loves to find that shot. The defense has to be more careful with him at the arc.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Pistons have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Daniels. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Up top, Morant. He's covered by Daniels.
Have mercy.
Wow. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here is Daniels. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. And the rejection by Jackson. The pass to Knox. He tries for 3. Rebound, Detroit. Turing's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Here's Daniels. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
The steal. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Pass to Stewart. On the wing, Daniels. To the middle. Stewart down low. Doesn't go for him. Memphis trailing here. Here's Man. Hasn't made one yet. And the basket by Knox.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Daniels with it. Guarded by Morant. Daniels, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Kate Cunningham's checked in for Jaden Ivey. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Marcus Smart's checked in for John Morant. Pistons trail by 3. Here's Daniels. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
In the corner, Knox with it from downtown. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Over in the corner, Cunningham. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Copeland. 23 points his last outing. To the left side wing. 5 to shoot. Man passes to Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
There is no secret that Jackson Jr. can score. The D was a little over-aggressive there.
Memphis shooting their... So on the floor for Memphis. Morant in the backcourt is Smart to his side. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Griffin in at the small forward. On defense, the Grizzlies. They trail by 6. Here's Daniels, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
Griffin sets the screen for Clark. The 3 from Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Fires the 3. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Here's Daniels, guarded by Smart. Daniels, no good. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Picked away. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Daniels has got the lead up to 10 now. For the Pistons.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Morant scanning the floor. Jackson kicks to Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's Daniels, and the layup is good. Daniels has got 18 points.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Morant drives in. No good there off the double clutch. Pistons leading by 10. Daniels with it. He's picked up by Morant. Bogdanovich. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Morant passes to Griffin. Bounce pass from Clark. Here's Jackson. No good with the fallback jumper.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Cunningham outside. Back to Daniels. Cunningham left side. Shot clock at 6. Daniels with it. Jackson on him. Daniels, no good. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. A 12-point game. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Rebound by the Pistons.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 10.
The offensive successes do impart to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Here's Morant. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
Here's Daniels. Bogdanovich. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. And the Pistons lead by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Morant missing.
An MP giving them all they can handle tonight. Just what you want when you're facing a rival for the first time of the season.
Daniels passes to Anunoby. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
No good from Clark. Now the Pistons with it. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Driving to the basket. The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership
is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
Both free throws good from Daniels. And we think about the All-Star game last year, Greg, some concern about the lack of competition. It worries me. Does it worry you?
Kevin, it's not ideal. I think it's worth asking what could give the players more incentive to win, whether that's money or something else we can think of.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Morant. Daniels, no good. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Miami.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And they backed it up with their play, got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
Man can't hit. Pistons leading by 17. Now Daniels, man with the rebound. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, baddest one in the last outing against Miami got the job done. He had 42 points, and his passing was a cut above, with a ton of assists on the night. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match, but he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Pulls it from the elbow. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low. Stewart kicks to Daniels. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pistons.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots? Getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
Kate Cunningham's checked in for the Pistons. In the corner, Smart with it. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Just such a quick release there by Marcus Smart. You love to see that just catch, touch, and release.
Cunningham outside. Sinks the triple. Cunningham's got 13.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Jackson setting the pick here for Smart to the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
A tough cover in there. Jackson Jr. can post you. He can face you up. He can finish with either hand.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line.
He's become a dependable scorer. This man, Jaren Jackson Jr., well, look, he's averaged double digits over the course of his early career.
Here's Daniels. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here is Daniels. He's got 24.
Yeah, Marcus Smart, he takes pride in being on you like glue. Just relentless on the defensive end. That's why he won Defensive Player of the Year.
The 8-footer, Green for 2 points. Smart's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And there before you are the teams that have been absolutely red hot for the last 10 games. The Pistons, number 1.
It's been a great run for them, kind of shooting the basketball. You love when multiple guys get into a groove at the same time.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in. But he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
Here's Copeland. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Nice shot by Smart.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Entering the league as a defensive stopper and a hustle guy, Greg, Marcus Smart has really rounded out his game.
And Kevin, he's put in the work, retooled his shooting mechanics, playmaking style, but what's been most consistent, he still steps up in the biggest moments on both sides of the ball.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Second shot opportunity. And another shot. Daniels, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Jackson setting the pick here for Smart. Inside. Jackson misses. Pistons leading by 17. Passes it to Duren. Back to Daniels. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Duren the pass to Daniels. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. There's 1:38 left to play here in the half. Fades back. Smart passes to Jackson. That one falls.
You can't leave someone open when Smart is running his team because he will find that mistake.
Timeout called the Pistons. And the Pistons making a change here. Grimes is checked in. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Morant's checked in. Here's Daniels. Connects on the foul line jumper. Daniels has got 28.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Knox. Rebounded by the Pistons. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Copeland the pass to Mann. Dishes it to Morant. And the pass to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Mann can't hit.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And again, Memphis no good.
The one thing he and his coach have in common, they'll both have nightmares about this quarter.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Morant.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Both free throws good from Morant. Daniels with it. No good on the last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
We got some
Pistons
NBA basketball
lead by
out there.
21. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Detroit Pistons.
Well, they certainly weren't disguising their game plan. Force the ball down low, get some high percentage looks, maybe draw some fouls.
And now let's take a moment to look into the future. Here's the upcoming schedule. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Sliding into the wing spots, it's Ivy and Thompson. Duren out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Daniels in at the point. That's the group for Detroit right now. To the paint, Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
The three from Morant. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got 18 points.
With the defense geared to challenge Morant at the cup, that little stop and pop is deadly.
And that one's good. Daniels.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Mann. Still yet to score. They set the pick. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. No good with the elbow jumper. Shoots from 8. And Detroit again with the bucket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Daniels. And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Jaren Jackson Jr. is a prolific shot blocker, but blocks aren't his goal. He said, I'm playing the game to not foul, but make it as hard as I can. And if I block it, then cool. Avoiding those whistles is key. John Morant says of Jackson, his defensive presence is big time for us. We're a totally different team with him out there on the floor. Kevin?
They are indeed. Hey, DA, thank you. And that one's good. Morant.
Good D sometimes just isn't enough against John Morant.
Detroit leading by 22. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Lets it go with a 3. They get it again. Pass to Mann. There's the pick. Here's Copeland. Clock at 6. Carries it from three-point range. Copeland's got 8.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Daniels, guarded by Morant. Lets it go from 11. Grizzlies with the rebound. Puts it up from 15. Duren pulls it in. Duren's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Stewart kicks to Daniels. Passes to Duren. Daniels with it. The Pistons working the ball around now. And the layup's good off the glass. Daniels has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Daniels. It's Morant with the drive. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
Here's Daniels out to Thompson. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And taking a look at some stats here for Daniels, he's been dominant over the last month. He's averaging 56 points, 12 assists, and 6 rebounds. And I'm not sure he can play any better than he has. I mean, surprising a lot of people with his play here of late.
Absolutely. And now the question is, can he build from this, or will he regress back to the mean? We'll have to see.
Here's Mann. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Here is Daniels. Guarded by Morant. No good on that one. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Nifty move. Duran pulls it in. For Detroit, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Morant with the bucket. And now 24 points for Ja Morant.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And that one's good. Daniels.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
For Memphis, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's Copeland. He's covered by Thompson. Shot from 16. Again, Memphis.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
Here's Daniels. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Daniels has got 40 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Copeland. He's covered by Thompson. And that one's good. Morant.
He notched one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Daniels passes to Stewart. Daniels kicks to Ivy. Pass to Stewart. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits it from three-point range. Stewart's got 5 points in the quarter.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
So timeout call here. The first for Memphis. OG Anunoby's checked in for Detroit. And here's some players that you want on the line as often as possible these days. For the past month, these are the leading free throw shooting 2 guards in the league. Aiden Ivey on top.
You know, he's just the guy you do not want to send to the line. I mean, defenders always have to think twice about initiating contact with him because of that percentage.
Morant outside. Copeland. And they recover it. Back to Morant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Detroit with the ball, so the Grizzlies 5 right now. Morant in the backcourt with Smart to his side. Griffin out there with Jackson, and it's Clark in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got 18 points just in the second half.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Daniels, no good. And it's Smart with the ball for Memphis. Kicks it to Morant. Greg, a lot more awareness in the league about the importance of mental health. Why is that so necessary?
I mean, Kevin, the level of stress now has really grown. These players are under this huge microscope that now often extends to their families. And this is such a highly competitive environment. It is far more than just a game.
And that one's good. Daniels.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Jackson against Anunoby. Jackson kicks to Griffin. The dish to Smart. 6 on the shot clock. It's Morant in the corner. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Daniels has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Down low. Cunningham for 3. Here's Saric. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Saric has got his first bucket of the night. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Morant dishes to Clark. Lets it go from deep. And it's Morant missing. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Daniels passes to Saric. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Takes a step back. Morant passes to Clark. Now here's Morant. D right on him. With the putback. Morant on the follow. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Outside, Smart. We have certainly seen some great MVP races the last few years. Richard, are you satisfied with how the MVP is chosen?
Yeah, Kev, I was happy with it. At the end of the day, there's always going to be at least 2 or 3 other guys that have a legitimate MVP case. So, this year might have been a close one, but next year it might go to the next guy.
For Detroit, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Cunningham. Releases from the wing and drills it. Cunningham's got 9 points here in the second half.
Oh, nice to see Cunningham strike from mid-range. He obviously isn't afraid of mixing up his offense.
Morant passes to Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 4 assists now tonight.
And when defenders are lurking, that bounce pass can be the only way to get it through.
Jackson comes over with the double. Daniels, no good. Memphis has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. A shot by Griffin, nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. The Pistons have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Daniels passes to Anunoby. Back to Daniels.
Yeah, easy call.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And the Pistons making a change here. Grimes is checked in. Now the pass to Morant. Here's Knox. Off target from three-point range.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Dario Saric.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G slam cam. And that one's good. Daniels.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Man passes to Morant. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Morant, right side. Here's Knox. And the three off target.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The kick out to Cunningham. Daniels, no good. Grizzlies shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. The Grizzlies with another miss. Here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Puts it up from 12. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Mann. Saric grabs the board.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Bryant up and in from the low block.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
So it's the Grizzlies now. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Mann. 5 to shoot. The 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got 7 rebounds in the game. Jackson comes over with the double. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Detroit making a switch here. Lofton's checked in. Here is Daniels. Guarded by Morant. Cunningham for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Cunningham's got 50% three-point field goal numbers tonight. 4 of 8. Yep, that one goes. Morant's got 41.
He's been a bright spot in their play today, but he could really use some help.
Driving in. Daniels, no good. The Grizzlies shooting 32% in the fourth, perhaps looking a bit tired. And there's the feed to Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. 43 points for Ja Morant.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And his performance today, guys, is really a thing of beauty. A triple-double for him today.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
The Grizzlies shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. And it's Morant missing. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Cunningham kicks to Daniels. Over Morant. That one rolling around and rims out. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. This one for 3. Rebound by the Pistons.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Daniels. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Morant right side. Cans the 12-footer. Morant's got 45 points.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Cunningham outside. Back to Daniels. They swipe it. Over to the wing for 3. Copeland good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level. And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Memphis.
Morant passes to Mann. Here's Knox, covered by Saric. Knox misses. The Pistons shooting at 51%. Really solid. Here's Daniels. Pass to Lofton. And here's Daniels. Passes it to Grimes. Just 5 to shoot. High arcing shot. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pistons.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Baddest One.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
The 3 from Morant. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Here's Daniels, guarded by Morant.
And his performance today, guys, is really a thing of beauty. A triple-double for him today.
Buried from 15 feet out. Morant's got 47 points.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Daniels passes to Lofton. And got it! Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
Good game, MP.
Night, MP.
Great effort. Nicely done.
Game time, baby.
There he is, Mr. MVP. Have a great game.